Yo.
Benfica 0-1 Manchester United, player ratings. Manchester United managed a narrow win in Portugal. Marcus Rashford's free goal from a direct free kick gave Manchester United all 3 points against Benfica to virtually book their place in the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League. A non-entertaining first half, where both teams struggled to keep the ball in attacking regions, was duly followed by a dominant Manchester United display in the second half, as the difference in class showed. However, the manner in which the goal was scored left everyone dumbfounded. Miles Weiler, the youngest ever goalkeeper to play in the Champions League, was guilty of wandering off his line as Marcus Rashford's long-distance free kick was played in. Realizing that the ball was headed for the top corner, Weiler had to track back to catch it, his momentum taking the ball over the goal line. The inexperience of the shot stopper condemned Benfica to their third straight defeat in Group A, while Jose Mourinho's side sit pretty on top with 9 points out of 9. Here are the player ratings from the encounter in Portugal. Benfica. Miles Weiler's error cost Benfica. Miles Weiler, 6. The Belgian, making his Champions League debut at the age of 18, will learn from his massive error which led to the goal. His tendency to hover across his goal while facing with set pieces came back to bite him. He was caught horribly off his line as he backpedaled to deal with Rashford's free kick, only to catch the ball as it had already crossed the goal line. His inexperience let Benfica down on the night, but he can be credited for making a number of important saves to keep the Portuguese outfit and the game in the second half. Douglas Pereira, 5. Douglas may look a good prospect going forward, but the Barcelona loanee was horribly caught out in defense. He lost the ball in dangerous positions and was dribbled past by Martial too easily for a right back who needs to stay with the runner. Luizão, 6. The veteran centre-back organized the defense immaculately, making it hard for United to break Benfica down and create a clear goal-scoring chance. The fact that United were caught offside on a plethora of occasions reflects the concentration of the Benfica back four. He was sent off for a second booking in injury time, for which he gets struck down. Ruben Dias, 7. The young centre-half had a brilliant game, making vital tackles and clearances from crosses. He was always aware of Lukaku's movements and as a result, did the perfect man-marking job on him. Alex Grimaldo, 7. The ex-Barca fullback was excellent, driving past opponents and linking up with Goncalves on regular occasions to find an opening on the wing. Ljubomir Fetchsa, 6. Fetchsa's passing was wasteful, but defensively he was focused and didn't allow United to dominate proceedings in midfield. United's quality shone through in the second half, leaving Fetchsa a helpless figure in front of his defense. Felipe Augusto, 6. Augusto tried to influence Benfica's attacking prowess with lofted and feeding passes, but Mourinho's side never looked like being defensively unsettled. Eduardo Salvio, 6. Salvio looked dangerous on the wing in patches, using his pace to press high up the pitch. His crosses were teasing and one of them nearly found Goncalves, but for Valencia's intervention. Pizzi, 6. Pizzi helped his side move the ball in midfield in the first half, largely comprising of Benfica attacks. Though there was no final ball to open up the United defense, Pizzi was at least able to find his target men in the wide areas. Diego Goncalves, 6. Goncalves did a fine job of partnering Grimaldo on the left side, giving Valencia a difficult outing when Benfica were on the offensive. He made a number of purposeful runs down the wing to maintain his side's tempo in the opening 45 minutes. Raul Jimenez, 6. Jimenez never troubled at G, but was involved in a number of Benfica attacks as they looked to put pressure on an injury-hit United defence. He scuffed a shot from long range in the first half when there were other passing options around the box. Substitutes: Andrija Zivkovic, 5. Zivkovic was sent on to deploy his personal dribbling skills in an attempt to salvage a Benfica comeback, but he turned out to be an ineffective substitute. Jonas, 5. Jonas was unable to create any impact on the game during his time on the pitch. Franco Cervi, 6. Cervi won a couple of corners during his short stint on the pitch, giving Benfica hope in the process. Manchester United. Nemanja Matic was Manchester United's best player on the night. David De Gea, 6. The Spaniard didn't have a meaningful save to make the entire game, although Benfica threatened in the first half. Antonio Valencia, 6. Valencia was kept quiet when he pushed forward as he was unable to put in any quality cross into the box. He was tested sternly by Grimaldo's intensity but managed to pass that. He made a good sweeping clearance to deny Goncalves from getting a tap-in early in the second half. Victor Lindelof, 7. Lindelof continues to shine in the Champions League this season. He read the runs of the Benfica attackers and made some important clearances with confidence to maintain his side's clean sheet. Chris Smalling, 7. Smalling had as solid a game, coordinating his back four at times when Benfica looked a threat in attack and heading away crosses with real conviction. Daley Blind, 7. Blind showed a lot of purpose when he went up the pitch, covering the entirety of the left wing and finding room to deliver crosses. Nemanja Matic, 8. Matic was United's man of the match in Portugal. He did everything a defensive midfielder is expected to do: break up Benfica's play, initiate an attack by moving the ball forward, and also make himself a part of the attack when the opposition is looking to sit back. In the first half, he showed great drive in bursting through a line of Benfica players before getting a fierce shot away, which was saved by Svilar. It was a complete display from the former Benfica man. Ander Herrera, 6. Herrera often played it safe with his passing, with limited intent to cut open the opposition defense. He got more room and passing options as the game wore on and the Benfica midfield began to tire. Juan Mata, 5. Mata had an off day at the Estadio de Luz as he failed to get the incisive pass or through ball in the paths of his fellow colleagues. Henrik Mkhitaryan, 6. Mkhitaryan was the most fouled player on the pitch, which probably denied him the opportunity to showcase himself from a number 10 role at the Estadio de Luz. Marcus Rashford, 6. A bizarre goal from a goalkeeping error does not hide Rashford's shortcomings during the game. His first touches were wayward and he rarely completed individual dribbles to produce a goal-scoring chance for United. He did outpace a heavy-legged Douglas on the flank during the second half before limping off with an injury. Romelu Lukaku, 6. Lukaku was initially short of service due to Mata and Mkhitaryan's lack of creativity. His contribution grew stronger as the second half progressed, holding up the ball on the edge of the penalty area while identifying his passing options in case there was no room to shoot. Substitutes: Anthony Martial, 6. Martial was lively during the 15 minutes he was on the pitch, using his fleet-footedness to skip past Douglas on the byline before seeing his shot saved by Svilar. Jesse Lingard and Scott McTominay, N.A. Both players were given late run-outs to see the game out.